kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyo pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, Lalita Priya asked me to share some of the experiences and darshans that we did during my trip in Vrindavan. Before I do that, I want to mention that I also went to Kurukshetra before I went to Vrindavan and to Prayagraj. So there's a couple of points from there. One is that the soil in Kurukshetra is still red. And it is said that it's because of all the blood. 640 million people, left their body in that battle. So that's a lot of people. That was the population of India in 1947. No, sorry, 1967. So that's a lot of people. Anyway, other thing that I remember about Kurukshetra is they are building a temple. It's an 18-story temple. It almost looks like a not so leaning tower of Pisa. And on every floor, they're going to inscribe the verses from one chapter. So first floor, first chapter, second floor, second chapter, so on and so forth. Yeah, it'll be really nice. And of course, ISKCON is constructing a very beautiful temple in Kurukshetra. I've seen the model of the temple with the horses and the chariot and the wheels.
Has it started, Prabhuji, or not?
It's about totally started. It's like half done. It's half done.
I think you shared some pictures.
Yeah. I mean, everything I say today,
Yeah.
I have shared.
Yeah.
And that's why looking at this to remind me of, what I said and what I said.
How many floors they have built so far? I think it's
They built, I think, 17 already. It's not finished, but the structure is built. Yeah.
Maharaj went along a year ago.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, okay. So you probably started by then. Yeah. Then there's another place called Brahma Sarovar there. And they perform Aarti and all that. So a couple of things happened there. One is after Lord Parashuram had annihilated the Kshatriyas 21 times from this earth, they took his bath there to purify himself. So that's one thing. The second thing is that at the end of the war, the Pandavas went there to offer Shraddha to all the ancestors. So that also happened in that Sarovar. Sarovar basically means pond, for those who don't know. And so anyway, that was really nice. And then of course we were to Lucknow, from there we were to Prayagraj. And as you know, the Sangam, the three rivers, one Ganga Jamuna of course, and the Saraswati, which is not seen anymore. As a matter of fact, Saraswati is seen near Gangotri. And there's an ashram of Vyasdev. And you can see it there. And it suddenly disappears. And so basically what happened was that it was flowing but making a lot of noise. It was disturbing Vyasdev in his meditation. So he told her to be quiet. And of course she wasn't quiet. So he said, fine, disappear. So you can literally see it comes and then it disappears. And anyway, so there's a very wonderful temple in Allahabad or Prayagraj. It's called Beni Madhav. And the unique thing about this is Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, but they're both black. So Mother Lakshmi, you'd never see Mother Lakshmi black, but she's black there. So the story is that in Treta Yuga, there was a demon who was causing a lot of problems. I mean, demons do that. So Lord Vishnu asked Narad Muni to go and talk to this guy, put some sense into him. So Narad Muni went and talked to him. And he was very influenced by Narad Muni. So he said, okay, so what should I do? And he said, you have to first get rid of your sins. And so he said, how do I do that? He said, go and take bath in Sangam. And has anybody been there, by the way? I mean, you can actually see a line, blue and not so blue, like colorless and the watercolor and blue. You actually see a line. So Jamuna is here, Ganga is there. Of course, you don't see Saraswati there. Anyway, so at that time Saraswati was there. So Narad Muni told him to go take a bath at the confluence of the three rivers. So he did that, and his sins were eradicated. And so he became a very pious man, but he said, I'm very thirsty. So even though he became a pious man, the habit of demons were there, so he drank all the three rivers. And so there was no water, people are dying. So then they all went to Lord Vishnu and said, please do something, we have no water, we are dying. So then he appeared and they had a battle. So at the end of 3 days of battle, Lord Vishnu used his Sudarshan Chakra to cut the head, to cut the throat of the demon. So when the throat was cut, all the rivers came out and then filled again. So then the citizens came again to Lord Vishnu and said, please stay, please stay. And he said, well, I'm here by myself. So he said, no, he said, please stay. He said, okay. So he manifested Mother Lakshmi from Shaligram Shila. So that's why she is blue, black, I mean. So now you see, I have a picture here, I don't know if you guys remember it. So this is black Vishnu and black Lakshmi. Beautiful temple. That temple, actually, Srila Prabhupada wanted to purchase for ISKCON. And my Mamaji, my mother's brother, was very much involved with that. So Prabhupada wrote to my Mamaji. So I have a copy of that letter, saying, hey, we want to acquire. So there were a lot of negotiations went on, and then something happened, it didn't go through. But yes, Prabhupada was interested in that temple. Beautiful, very famous in Prayagraj.
Who also went there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
Ha,
also
thank you.
went.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to visit there regularly when he was in Prayagraj. You remember for 10 days he instructed Rupa Goswami under this particular tree. That tree is still there, right in front of the river. And it's called the Shashwamedh Ghat. And then he used to visit Beni Madhav temple every day. So very, very famous, very, very, very good temple. And very powerful as well. So
where exactly is this place from? Prayagraj?
Prayagraj. Like
Allahabad में?
Prayagraj means, sorry, Prayagraj is new name of Allahabad.
अच्छा
मतलब पहले तो यही है ना, फिर इलाहाबाद हो गया था ना.
पहले प्रयागराज होता था, then
अच्छा,
Muslims
इलाहाबाद
made it
है.
Allahabad, and then Yogi said no, it's back to Prayagraj.
Actually,
Prayagraj same as Allahabad.
Okay, sorry.
So Allahabad is Allahabad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
why? This is a holy place for Hindus and
Why
Muslim
is
name like
Allahabad?
that. So go back to the old name.
Good. Yeah.
They kept
Yeah.
changing everything.
I know.
आज sorry to disturb. आज सोमवती अमावस्या शायद. So there is a big snan in Sangam. So
Oh, is that
there
right? No.
2 crores people are going to take a snan. I talked to my brother yesterday and he was saying there's no room to even walk on the street. There are trucks
Oh my
and
God.
so many people and they are so, it becomes chaos when this kind of things happen. So much government intizam and all that. So it's like he went to main street. He couldn't go anywhere. He came back. He said it's so busy. So many people are, and these Rajasthani type in Vrindavan, those kind of people, like they just walk and then people walk, everything is closed because all the street and all that. So they walk and take a snan in the school weather.
Yeah,
But it is
but
2
it's
crore
been
people.
very
Can you
much
imagine?
organized now.
Allahabad is not that big.
That whole place is so well organized now, though. 2 crore people, they handle them. Like no issue, there's no stampede, people are not, dying from this and all that. And it's very disciplined and there's a lot of very good arrangements done there. So, it's really amazing how they manage that. So also near Sangam, there's a fort. It's a king's fort, obviously. But in the fort is a tree called Akshayvat. Akshayvat basically means that never dies. And so it is said that when Markandeya Rishi had prayed to Lord Vishnu that he wants to see his Maya. So then he got put in Maya, and for a whole night of Brahma, he was swimming in the ocean of devastation. And so that's 4.3 billion years he was swimming. And towards the end of it, he saw a light, a blue light. So he swam towards that. And there was Krishna on this banyan tree, lying down on a leaf, sucking his toe. You've probably seen
Yeah,
the
yeah,
picture,
that
right?
picture.
Yeah, this is the picture. By the way, that picture is also in the form of a Saligram Shila in Ramunadham. So if you become friends with the Panditji there, the Pujariji there, he'll take you inside. And it's about, the Shila is about this big. You know, I can see all the features of Krishna, he's sucking his toe and all that. It's beautiful Shila.
It just appeared, right? That's
It just, yeah, these are all self-manifest. Nobody can carve these things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're self-manifest. Yeah.
Kahin pani mein se, like somewhere from the water or how?
That I don't know where they got it,
Yeah,
but probably in the water. Yeah, most of the Shilas are from Gandaki River,
yeah.
so they probably went there or found it. But they didn't tell me the background of that.
Did this visit happen first? Because I'm just scrolling through your pictures.
So actually,
Yes.
I jumped a little bit. I was at Kurukshetra, then I went to Prayagraj. So that's in sequence.
The Beni Mother Temple is at
That's Prayagraj, yes. So yeah, you'll see that. And one thing I forgot to mention, Kurukshetra, that tree under which Lord Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, that tree is still there. And they made a little chariot there, kind of diorama kind of thing. Arjuna is there, Krishna is standing there, and he's giving his thing. And just behind it is the Vishwarup form, about what, 200 feet tall? Vishwarup form, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And so actually, I don't know how much can you see, but that's the Vishwarup.
That's the Vishnu.
Yeah. You see? Yeah. So that, let's see.
Thank you for reminding me.
Also in Prayagraj you have the ashram Bharadwaj Muni. Anybody knows who Bharadwaj Muni was? It's famous in Ramayana.
Ramchandji stopped there.
Ramchandji stopped there, Bharatji stopped there.
Thank you.
And Bharat started.
Yeah, and they had nice dialogue. Okay. Okay, so I'll just, just to remind me, I just want to go through these pictures. Okay, so then we've got to Vrindavan. And very first place we visited was Gyan Guduri. Gyan Guduri is an area of Vrindavan where Uddhav was given a class by the gopis about loving Krishna. So it's got Gyan means knowledge, and Guduri basically means not so much garbage, but little scrap of cloths and things like that.
This is when he went to get the lotus, the dust of the gopis, or
Say again?
this is when he went to get the dust
Yeah.
of gopis.
Uddhava.
Or
Oh, this is after.
After.
This is after. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
After he got the class, then
Oh, I
he
see.
said,
Okay.
I want this. And that's when he said, I wish to come back to Vrindavan as a creeper, so the gopis can walk all over.
Where was
Yeah.
that place in Vrindavan?
Gyan Guduri, I don't know how to tell you, it's about 3-4 kilometers from our temple, Muskhan temple. You see, like, take a rickshaw and auto rickshaw and 100 rupees. Then
How do you know these places, Prabhuji? Because when I was
Because we went to Deevandu tour mein na.
Oh, you went
Last
to
best way to learn about Vrindavan is
I know, otherwise we just
so
go to
stay the
three
whole
temples
month. Every day
and-
take a bus to go to one place.
And Narottam Das Thakur's appearance,
Yeah, come
disappearance
in,
there,
come in that,
they
yeah.
took us there. And there's a small temple, Radha Braj Mohan Karti, bahut acha. They celebrate that day there. Everybody goes there.
I know.
So this is Narottam Das Thakur. You all hear the bhajans by Narottam Das Thakur. This is so. This is his deity in the temple called Radha Braj Mohan, as she was saying. So this day was the disappearance day of Narottam Das Thakur. So we went to the temple. The Madhu Prabhu was there. Amazing chanting. Amazing chanting was going on there. And there was a Mataji. She sang Jai Anulo Premadan. Oh my God! What a beautiful.
Record nahi kiya?
नहीं रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया नहीं रिकॉर्ड किया she was so amazing and so again I don't know if you can see this is Radha Braj Mohan ji. Is there a way to
Connected.
connect this? So they maybe they'll enjoy it a little bit more.
USB.
I have.
Yeah, something? Okay, good.
So how we can share it?
और वो On your phone, there is a feature screen
Yeah.
mirroring. I don't
Screen
know.
share.
Screen what?
Screen share on your
With
phone.
the Samsung,
Which
yeah.
one is
Oh,
it?
okay, so
Yeah, stream.
somebody more technical than me, go ahead, do it.
Screen share.
Streaming has a problem.
She's not feeling 5 seconds.
She's gonna fail in 5 seconds. Oh, wow. You can continue talking.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so Dinmadhu Prabhu gave a nice, very nice class about Narottam Das Thakur's life there, and that's where.
Facebook is what I-
Yeah, yeah. So actually, I was just going to mention that.
Somebody put there.
So
Yesterday, Mrs. Madan's daughter sent me, said, "Oh, you guys are on Facebook, so many pictures." And I said, Dean Mandu's servant. He took put the picture there.
yeah, so there was this young boy.
Arjun.
He's acting as a servant for Dinmadhu Prabhu, and for some reason he took a liking to my smile, so he kept taking my pictures and then her pictures and kept posting on Facebook. So I was getting emails from all over the world saying, "I saw your picture there. I saw your picture there." I said, "Oh my God." Anyway, so.
Become a star now.
Huh?
You become a star.
Yeah, I guess so. And anyway, so that was there, and then we went to Barsana, and so before we went to Barsana, we went through this temple where they had on the altar, they had something like 100 deities on one altar, about 7 or 8 rows. You know, and I've never seen an altar so busy. And and they were serving nice. They were all nicely decorated, nicely, you know, guest change and all that. So that was very nice.
Radhakrishna get released,
Many Radhakrishna deities, but so many of them. And then we went to Barsana. But before you go to Barsana temple, you pass through these mountains. So where you have gold stones representing Radharani, and you have dark stones representing
Sakri, क्या है?
Sakri Kori.
हाँ.
Sakri means narrow, Kori basically means pathway. So you go through this place, so very, very narrow. And so you're going from top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain on a path that's this narrow. Literally, I'm not exaggerating, this narrow. And it goes like this. So you step here and there, and then these are all jagged, you know, and broken stones and everything. Halfway through, they stop you. And they say, "We want to tell you this is also known as, not Dan Ghati, but I forget the name, but it's basically where Krishna used to tax the gopis for their yogurt and all that. So he's telling the story about how Krishna went there and stood like this, you cannot pass by. And there's no way, if there's one man standing, you cannot pass by. That's how narrow that place is. And you have to pay tax. And they said, "Who are you that we should pay tax?" I said, "I'm the king of this place." And they said, "No, you're not. Kansa is the king. You're not the king." He said, "Kansa is over there. I'm here. I'm the king." And they said, "No, you're not." He said, "Okay, fine. My father is the king. I'm known as Brajendranandan. Maybe he's there, not here." You know, so that's why they have a big fight and all that. So they basically said, "We are standing here. You cannot pass by unless you pay tax." So everybody has to pay 10 rupees before you can. Huh? Oh, wonderful. No, so this is who has been to Vrindavan temple recently.
Yeah.
Where's Krishna?
So they're new dioramas
Yeah, so
across from the Samadhi of Prabhupada.
हाँ.
So I got some pictures of the Samadhis, the
That's
dioramas.
very
This is Vrinda Devi, by the way.
अपना मंदिर इस्कॉन temple.
This is Iskon temple.
पहले नहीं था.
नहीं, ये
This is only last year. Last year they did that.
Wait, so is it like a separate?
Yeah, it's a Mahaprashadam. That's where they made it so beautiful.
Yeah.
This is Vrinda Devi.
समाधि के
Yeah,
Where they used to have all the same things.
They still have books and all that. So they still have some
Oh,
books.
I didn't go in. Oh, how stupid. Because I thought it's blocked. When I went, there was nothing. It
When
was
did you go?
very
crowded usually.
June 2023.
22. It must have been just around that time when they made it.
Oh, so they might be busy because that was blocked.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't have that. This is the first time I saw it.
When you went this time,
It's
Mummy?
quite different.
It was there.
Yes.
This time when you went.
This time it was there, before it was not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful. They're
She went right
so
after.
nice.
I've never seen this side.
This is Kirtan going on.
जगन्नाथ जी के आगे.
वो भी है ना museum, like you
This
go
is
into
it.
that.
Prabhupada
Oh,
is
this is
giving
different.
initiation.
This is in Vrindavan.
Prabhupada is getting
Oh,
initiated
that's
from
Queen
Pakistan.
That's a new demo.
Oh, yeah.
You can sit here, so you
this
can
is the
describe.
same
You can sit on that chair and then you can
But this
describe.
is Vrindavan.
I'm
Yeah,
Yes,
Vrindavan.
Narad Muni is
Thank you.
telling.
Yeah.
ये वो मंदिर है
This is the altar I was saying, the
all the
100,
deities.
so many deities.
I actually thought it was 100.
I'm getting 100 medical